Now, next we're going to take up what are all the steps to learn a C language. So one is, so exactly similar to the steps what we followed to learn the natural languages like English or Kannada, etc. Similarly, we need to learn in the C language also. Like what are all the things? When you want to learn a language, we should have a alphabets. So what is that alphabets we are talking about? For example, suppose if you are considering the letters. So we have the letters from capital A to Z and also from small a to Z. Then we have digits, so from 0 to 9. And then we have the symbols like we need for the calculation purpose, addition, subtraction, multiplication, less than, greater than symbol and so on. And then we have tokens. So what is token actually? So there are some keywords like, and those keywords cannot be used as a variable. So that means it is already defined in a language that some of the words or some of the characters will not be used in the program. And those keywords, which is like for, if, int, float, while, do while, all those things which will go to be the keywords which is already defined. So I cannot declare if as a variable. I cannot declare int as a variable. I cannot declare float as the variable name. It is not possible. So these are all the one which is called keywords. So then I can declare the variables, which are the one which can be used as a variable. So that again it depends on the program when you are trying to write, how to identify the names. Like suppose if you want to add the two numbers, then we can declare that it has a sum of the two numbers. So sum is a variable there. Similarly, if you want to find out the area of a rectangle, suppose if you want to say area of the rectangle, if I want to find out, then area is the variable. So I can declare area as a variable. Similarly, I want to have first, if I want to know what is the marks, so and so on and so forth. These are all becomes the variable parts. Of course, if you want to find out the perimeter, then the perimeter will going to become the variable, like that. So then we have the constants. What are the constants? We can have 10, 10.5, minus 5.999, and within single quotes a, and so on and so forth. So these are all the tokens and the keywords, variables and constants. Then we comes with the statements or instructions. So what is that? Suppose if you want to find out the area. So what is the area? Area is nothing but length into breadth. And then you have to have use the semicolon there. So suppose if you want to find out another example, if you want to find out the simple interest, SI. SI is the one which is simple interest, which is PTR by 100. So that means P into T into R by 100. So principal into term into rate of interest divided by 100 will going to give you the simple interest. So again, you can observe the statements. Always all the statements are ending with the semicolon here, and similarly here also it is ending with the semicolon. So if you don't give the semicolon, then it becomes an error or the syntax errors. So similarly, if you want to just if I want to just write a simple program, so first hash include stdio.h, then we have the main function where it starts the program. So that is indicated by this star, this flower bracket, flower braces. Now I will going to declare the float. I will going to declare the simple interest as the float function, which again I will going to assign the principal value P is equal to 1000, then the term as for 2 years, and the rate of interest is for 5%. Then I need to calculate the value of simple interest. So what it does, it just substitutes the value of P as 1000 here, and the value of T as 2 here, and the value of R as 5 divided by 100, because rate of interest is 5%. So PTR by 100. So on calculation, you will going to get the simple interest. But how to get the output? So because once it calculates the value, but it should be able to get displayed on your screen. So otherwise what happens if you don't give this particular statement? So it will not be able to display the calculated value of simple interest. So then we need to give the printf statement. So printf, again within the brackets, you have within the quotes, double quotes, simple interest equals. So what is percentage D here? What it is doing here is the value of the simple interest I want to be get displayed here. So the value of the simple interest, whatever the calculated value, it will going to be displayed here, percentage D within quotes. Then what is the variable name it has to display, that is SI. So since you have SI as the one which has been displayed here, so you will going to get the SI here with the semicolon. So observe here, all the statements are ending with the semicolon. So once you do that, then you just say close the bracket. So this will going to end the program. So this is the starting of the program and this is the ending of the program. So once you do the compilation and all the output, we will going to go for all those things in detail when you go for the actual programming. So what are the character sets in the alphabets of C? What are the character sets in C? A symbol that is used while writing a program, a symbol that is used while writing a program is called a character or an alphabet. So what are a character? It can be a letter or it can be a digit or it can be any special symbol. So what is that? All the characters that can be used while writing a program are called alphabets. So that means, for example, so again we have the letters, so lowercase letters from small a to z and uppercase letters capital A to z. Then we have digits from 0 to 9 and also symbols such as, so we have, this is the approximate symbol which is called tilde, and you have a hash symbol, you have percentage symbol, you have caret. This is the exponential one which is caret. Then we use the left parenthesis and then we use equals which is assignment. Then you have a minus sign. Then you have a right bracket which is right parenthesis. Then you have an underscore. Then you have a plus sign, left brace, vertical bar, divisional symbol, right brace, that is the right flower bracket is the right brace, single quote, asterisk which is called star multiplication. Then we have left bracket, left square bracket, and then dot. Then you have semicolon and the right bracket, right flower right square bracket which is the right bracket, and double quotes, colon and less than symbol, question mark, then comma, greater than and backslash. So these are all the characters which will going to be often you are going to be using in the program. So then we have the white spaces, like characters such as tab, which is the backslash t for the tab, and if you want to go to the new line, backslash n. Then if you want to go for the carriage return, that means with the same line it is going to the ending of the or the starting of the same line, which is backslash r. Then etc. are also the alphabets of the C language. Then we will go, this is how you will be able to use the words which will going to be characters which will going to be used and the symbols which will going to be used in the C language. Thank you.